Pennies Going in Raw is a production of iHeartRadio. The opinions expressed in the following podcast are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or on any specific security or investment product. It is only intended to provide education and entertainment about the financial industry and the stock market. Enjoy!
On this episode of Pennies Going in Raw, we go over everyone's favorite boring shit to talk about, Roth IRAs.
You find out life's this game of pennies.
Oh, you guys know we only have a 40% runner. Hello? 40% is a fucking killing.
We've been compliant for too long. It's time we go to war.
I don't have a Roth.
Hugh knows so much about the market that his brain doesn't have enough room for grammar.
Hey, who told me about IDEX? It's going up a shit ton now.
Rob, 4%, baby. No way. 4 fucking percent.
You asked the exact same question with 2 words different.
It's like, man, I just got dick whipped for like 20%, and now that f***er's up like 50.
I bet Warren Buffett never did that.
I'm just making this voice memo to call out unusual whales to a fight.
The pennies we need are everywhere around us.
Pennies Going in Raw.
Featuring Dan, Deity Dips,
And Hugh, Henne.
Produced by Vinny.
And Christian.
Let's go, baby.
Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Pennies Going in Raw. Today is Wednesday, March the 9th, and we're actually recording this on Saturday morning at 6 in the morning my time. I had to wake up abnormally early, so shout out to all the rise and grinders because we are rise and grinding. Got back in about 4 hours ago, so I mean, I guess it's time to fucking work, right?
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah.
What a Sunday. I mean, what does it say? Saturday? What a Saturday.
Yeah.
These are my favorite Saturdays. You know why, Dan?
Why?
We get to talk about Roth IRAs.
Yeah.
And, you know.
These are my favorite Saturdays too, because I really don't have to do much here. I can probably just like freeze my camera and go to my room and go back to bed.
See, so fun.
Freeze frame.
Come on. You know enough about Ross by now.
Yeah.
You better, honestly, you better.
Yeah, there's a max per year, non-tax, tax going in, not tax going out. I hope we get into the real specifics this time. Maybe some backdoors. I know we've gone over backdoors, but I think like going into how exactly the backdoor works.
So we've had a lot of requests to do a Roth IRA episode, and every time that I, have too many beers and I tweet out about a Roth IRA, I have
too many beers and I have regrettable Instagram DMs. You just tweet about Roths. I'm like having to unsend messages and shit at fucking 9 in the morning.
I do be regretting some of this shit. Like the one time I was like, she ain't the one if she ain't got a Roth IRA. And honestly, that one was kind of scandalous. Like some people didn't like that one. So I gotta watch myself when I have too many of the beer skis.
Yeah, dude, you'd be surprised. They'll fucking find a way to be pissed off about anything. Like you'd be like, oh, that is clearly a joke. But people are like, wow, you're really judging a girl's retirement fund on if she's the compatible. Enjoy being fucking lonely, you materialistic asshole. Fuck off, dude. I'll kick your ass.
I fucking love it. I love it. So, so a lot of the comments have been the same. Like, for instance, Hugh, I can't touch it till it's 60. What happens if I die at 30, And Hugh, like I make too much money, like so do you, blah, blah, blah. And honestly, this year, I don't know. This year's not going too well. So we'll see. All right. Number 3, it's usually like, number 3 is I don't know. There's so many. There's honestly so many. So we figured it'd be good to go back over the Roth IRA. And even if, the homies have heard, my Roth rants, I still think that it's good to keep a refresher because, when you're at family parties and shit and everybody's talking about like, their finances and like shit that they want to do.
You hear 401k, you fucking beat their ass.
Yeah. Yeah, you bring out the old Roth knowledge, you bring out the little notepad, you give them little notes from Uncle Hugh and give them to open up a Roth IRA. And so it's always important for a refresher, And also, I just love the subject. So
I before you fucking go just like crazy train, I actually have two things. One's kind of like just off the other. But for all you guys that want to do a $1,000 challenge or a small account challenge, wouldn't the perfect way to do it be in a Roth IRA?
No.
What do you mean?
No, I can't see a worse idea, quite honestly. Hey, bro, how many of those challenges actually work?
Well, yeah, you're right. But I mean, if they're going to do it and not open a Roth IRA, I mean, you might as well have them do it and do it in a Roth IRA.
If it's going to get them to open up a Roth IRA, yeah, fuck it.
And the thing is, if you can put in $6,000, this is only risking 1/6 of it. And then if you're like, Roth IRA is so dope, you can put in your other 5K.
Yeah, honestly, I never really thought about it like that.
And this is another $1,000 challenge thing. I never thought about it, but it's so fucking genius. What these guys do, they build up their subscribers. They get like $100,000 a month off subscription fees. And then they're like, yo, I'm going to start a $1,000 account challenge. And everyone's like, oh my God, one of us. He's the man. This is what we all wanted. But at the same time, they are limiting their risk to $1,000 and are still getting their entire monthly fee,
That is pretty good.
Their risk is $1,000. And they're just gaining every month. So, I mean, as long as you keep that, oh man, so fucking smart. What were we thinking?
Also, real quick, something before we go into Roth IRAs, something that I tweeted, which I wanted to ask you about was I tweeted again, one too many beers. I tweeted, is trading your passion or just a means to make money?
Is he a basketball player or is he a hooper?
What's that mean?
It's like the same question, man. Is he a basketball player or is he a hooper, bro? Is he a trader or is he just fucking trading to make money?
No, it's different, baby. Like, come on, okay, so I was trying to explain this to a friend the other day because she never got the ball sack tickle. And understandably so. I get that. But, like when you're just in a trade and it's just like, maybe it's going against you and you just got like that fucking tickle in the balls and you're like, I'll be down like a good amount of money and I'd be like, man, I just fucking love this shit, and then it works out and it's like, damn, I'll tell you what, I feel like the fucking man in the moment, so I call them hunches, a ball sack tickle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So which one is it for you? It's both?
What are my options? Ball sack tickle or fucking
passion or trade, or is it a passion or just a means to make money?
Don't ask me that, dude. I'm a bag chaser, bro. I mean, you fucking you put it in front of me, dude. I'm from Alabama. I'll fuck my cousin. I'll do what it takes, man. I'm about that.
So
I'm about that bag, dude.
It's so fucked. Yeah. So I'm reading just some of them and like. Oh, Nomad, best comment, and then we can move on. Used to be my passion until I met this one girl named Roth. Love at first sight, Hugh. Let me tell you, our relationship's still thriving, and she never complains when I use the back door. Wifey. Honestly, we could end this. We can end the episode.
No, we can't.
That is so
contractually,
beautiful.
we have 21 and a half minutes left.
God, this is honestly Nomad.
I hope that dude's Roth goes to zero.
It's so fucked. That is
kind of messed up saying I hope someone's retirement fund gets depleted. I apologize. Wow. I take that back.
I'm gonna stop looking because I'm gonna be honest. That one was great. That was great. Now, back to the old Roski. So first off, let's start with what is a Roth IRA. All right. So a Roth IRA is a retirement account. Now, when you typically start a job where you're an employee, they typically stick a benefits package in front of you. No, they almost always will. And inside that benefits package has usually healthcare, retirement. Sometimes if you work for like a public company, maybe like a drip or something along those lines. Very rarely do they offer a Roth IRA inside this benefits package. The most common theme or the most common thing is a traditional 401k, because the company will match a certain percentage that you put in to the traditional 401k.
Yeah, like Big Sean said, fuck a 401k. I'd rather be young and rich counting up 401ks.
Wow.
Facts, dude.
Hey, that's
Bars.
pretty.
Bars.
Yeah, wow, honestly. Yeah, it took me a second, but damn, okay. All right.
It's
So,
Big Sean.
when
It
we-
shouldn't take you that long, dude. He's got fucking fourth grader bars.
So when we look at because one of the big things is like, most people don't understand the difference between a traditional and a Roth IRA. And so with a traditional, so all this basically comes down to taxes. Like that's what like most of this comes down to. And so with a traditional IRA,
I fucking hate taxes.
There's our Republican after he starts making money.
Well, I mean, I think I maybe the libs. I'm really not political at all. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to pick sides.
Well, that's the. What's the funny thing is that because we're traders and everything. Another conversation I had the other day is that because we're traders, it's like we have to be like raging Republicans, and I'm like, I don't agree. Like, especially I feel like you and I are.
Dude, I'm from
pretty
fucking
similar.
Alabama. I literally was born having to be a fucking Republican.
Yeah, and wait, what was it though? What was it? Someone tried to call you out for like voting for Trump or something. I think you said something like,
I was like, I've
I didn't
never
even know what they
fucking
voted.
voted in my life. Like, fuck off. Like, dude, I've always said, I was like, dude, even like, fuck who I vote for. And if Alabama is ever a fucking blue state, I mean, like, my vote's not fucking affecting that, dude. There's,
The tide turned way more.
No, dude, as long as fucking Alabama is the fucking college football school in Alabama, they're going to be fucking voting Republican, dude. And now I'm in Texas, so I think they were Democrat this year, right? We're a big blue Texas now.
No idea. Really?
I don't know. Let me search this before I sound like a fucking idiot. Before I have people with guns showing in my house.
I mean, I could see like a certain city or two.
What was it? 2020 presidential election.
I really don't
Texas.
think so.
Let's see here. Oh wow, it is so fucking red. Yeah. No. Okay. No, I was so fucking wrong. One sec.
I can see like some certain cities being blue, like
yeah, like Dallas. One sec. Yeah. It's definitely red. I don't know where I got my information from.
you're thinking of not Tennessee. You're thinking of
where the fuck was I thinking of? Dude, Florida? Maybe Florida. Was Florida?
No, it definitely was not Florida.
Yeah, dude, I didn't really keep up with the election.
It definitely wasn't Florida. Of all the states, it definitely wasn't Florida. It didn't Florida, or maybe it was Arizona. They had like a 40-mile long Trump train.
Yeah, dude, I remember going to Tampa recently, and there was a whole lot of like just absurdly large like Trump stuff. Like you would have thought like he was Leonard Skinner in the fucking 90s in Alabama, dude. It was fucking crazy. They were treating him like Nick Saban. It was fucking wild. Anyway,
So
so
funny.
there is.
Yeah, so I think where we were going with this was that everything comes back to taxes. And so the important thing to understand with traditional versus Roth is that traditionals, you get your tax break up front and you pay no taxes on the money you put in until you withdraw it. So with a traditional 401k, we want the employee match, is what it is. It's variable. But let's just say, for instance, that, you put $1,000 inside your traditional IRA, that the $1,000 that you put in is going to be your $1,000. When you go to take that out in a few years and it's $3,000, you now have to pay taxes on that. Okay. So that's something that a lot of people actually don't know. Like even my mother didn't know that, was that, the amount that you see inside your account doesn't necessarily include taxes. So when you start getting up into the bigger numbers, let's say like $1 million, if you're still inside that 30% tax bracket, you're going to owe Uncle Sam a pretty nice 6-figure check. And of course, most of us don't pay, 6 figures to the government every year. At least, most Americans don't pay 6 figures to the government. So that can be really startling. Now, that's the traditional. With the Roth IRA, the way that it works is that you're putting in after taxed money. So let's just say you make $100,000, you pay your taxes. Let's just say you keep $60,000. Of that $60,000, you're going to contribute some of that $60,000 to the Roth IRA. Then that's going to grow tax free. So you are paying taxes on the Roth, but not really, if that makes sense, because it's already taxed income.
Yeah, you're paying it on like bullshit, like a very small amount, not the big chunk of cheddar that you're getting.
Yeah. So differently than the traditional is that the amount that you look at and see inside your account is the amount that you actually have. Okay, it's a little important, guy. So that's like the broad overview of the traditional versus the Roth. And now I kind of want to go into the Roth, kind of go into the nitty gritty, if you will. All right. Now, one of the biggest things that I see inside my comments when I talk about Roth IRAs is the contribution. Yeah, say that too sometimes. But nerd, geek.
Go touch grass.
Yeah, nobody likes you, Roth IRA nerd.
Yeah,
it's honestly a hard life. Nice. So but the other comments besides those nice ones are about the contribution limits, and now it would be sick if you could just take every single extra penny that you have and contribute it to your Roth.
And that's why this episode is sponsored by Acorn. Acorn is an investing app.
Yeah. So I'm fucking with my camera. So that would be sick. Like, again, if you make $100,000 and you keep $60,000 for the government, and then you're like able to live on $20,000, you put $20,000 in your Roth. Oh, baby, that thing would be fat by the time we were ready. That would be so sick. But you're not able to do that. Oh, hello. But you're not able to do that. They give you a contribution limit. And that contribution limit is for people underneath the age of 50, it is $6,000. And for the people of the age 50 and over, they allow you to put in $7,000. That's nice. A little $1,000 bump. That's nice. That's nice. If you compound that, 100 times every year, that's going to be looking nice. It's going to be looking real nice. Let's see. Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. The other thing that's important that I think I forgot to mention is with the Roth IRA, you need to contribute with earned income. And so, we all earn an income. But what the IRS considers an income or an earned income is money that you pay taxes on. So, if you are a black market kidney dealer, if you're a drug dealer, if you're
an NFT scammer,
you know, if you're
OnlyFans
the Tinder swindler. Did you watch that?
Oh, I actually did. I watched it. I finished it yesterday, dude. That guy's my fucking hero.
I can't, man. Yeah, all of the above would not be considered earned income. So technically, that money can't go into a Roth IRA.
He didn't need it.
Yeah, but now he just signed a fat Hollywood deal.
And he's also getting sued by the actual Lviv family for taking his name.
The billionaire people?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. He might be fucked.
Yeah, well, man, he'll probably just have to change his name. Maybe add like a fucking abbreviation over the E. But dude.
Lviv.
Ooh,
yeah. Yeah, you know the vibes. So that is important though, is that the earned income, because one of the things that I half jokingly, half serious was like, little Hugh's gonna get a Roth before he's even born. And you know, half people thought that it was funny, and the other half, man,
I have a list of social security numbers if you want, and you just open it.
Well, see, like half the people thought that was funny. The other half were like, Hugh, you're breaking a law. And I was like, all right, well, like, I'm not actually doing that, but you know, I mean, that would be sick. And so again, because there's no little Henne and there's no earned income, you know, I can't do that. But
dude, that's a decent reason for you to start having sex.
I'm celibate, baby. I'm celibate. Saving it for marriage.
Well, then,
right, Mom? That's right.
You could have another Roth, dude. The quicker you have one, man.
That is tempting. Oh God, can't think about the devil's juice. Can't think about the devil's juice.
What is the devil's
Roth
juice?
IRA.
Oh, okay. I guess
the weakness, the bee's knees, the weakness in the knees, the tomato, the Picasso.
Anyways, keep going.
So because no little Henne and little Henne doesn't have any earned income, I couldn't do that. But when Henne gets to the ripe age of 2 and he gets a job, he will have earned income. So that's that point. The next thing is that like I said, is that you can only contribute $6,000 and $7,000. So that's between all your retirement accounts. So you can't contribute like 6,000 here, 6,000 here, 6,000 here. That's between all of them. Also, something that I find interesting that I didn't know, just last thing about the earned income, is that they don't consider income from a rental property as being earned income.
Those assholes.
Yeah. Also, some other ones are like a retirement. Like retirement income or like Social Security, and no unemployment benefits. So I get those kind of, but like the rental income, it's kind of fucked. Oh, also alimony or child support don't count. Just in case, you're interested. Can't take your ex-spouse's money and put it inside your retirement account. Sorry.
It's fucked up, dude. Sometimes you gotta do it. Like what? Who's the government to say what you can do with your ex-wife's money?
That's true. Honestly, how would they even know? It's not like they're tracking that exact dollar.
True. Anyways, commit tax fraud.
Okay. So then the next thing that I always see inside my account, my comments, is about the income limits of having a Roth IRA. You know, you guys know that we make bank off this podcast.
So rich.
You know, we're rolling in it off the podcast. And so a lot of times we get
it just sucks because I don't know who wants to be my real friend and who's just using me for all this fucking podcast cash I have.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it's just we haven't gotten paid in like 6 months, I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's how a contract works. It fucking blows.
Yeah.
Whatever. Well, maybe we'll work
but so that's one of the biggest things is that I get a lot of like income limit haters, I'll call them. Okay. And so, yes. Okay. If you're single and you make like over $130,000 a year, you cannot contribute to the Roth IRA. Now, If you're married and you're filing joint together and you make over together $210,000, also those might be off by a few thousand, but you get the gist. Then talk to your financial advisor, not me. And you make over like $210,000, then you also cannot contribute to the Roth IRA. And those are important points, because when you aren't making tons of money is the most crucial time to be maxing out everything. Because once you start getting more money, that is when there's more hoops to jump through, which we'll talk about in a minute. But if you're a young dude or a young chiquita and you are, you're working that job and maybe you got like $10,000 to your name, please, please, please put 20% of your savings into the Roth. You will thank me. Okay, I guarantee it. And if you don't,
whenever you're sleeping in your car because you couldn't pay rent, you'll be like, fucking thank God I'm down 26% of my Roth.
Well, listen, make sure that you got 6 months worth of your expenses. But I'm talking like my dudes and my chiquitas, where it's like you're in high school, you got very little expenses, but you don't make much. All right. Instead of buying the pair of Jordans, put it in your Roth. Okay. Trust me. Put it inside your Roth, because guess what? It won't matter in 20 years, your Jordans. Okay. They won't matter. All right.
Would you recommend just holding all their bullshit, or would you say, actively trade with it? Because it's, you don't want to waste all of it.
No, put inside target date fund. Listen, put inside a 2060 target date fund.
Date sounds like option call.
It doesn't. It definitely does not. It definitely does not. For anybody that doesn't know what a target date fund is, that essentially that target date fund is when you want to take the money out, or let's just call it your retirement age. So let's just take 2060. Now, when you're younger and you're earlier inside of your career, you have more time to make that money back. Hence, you can take more risk. Now, when you get older, you start having kids, you start having like real expenses. Maybe your retirement age is coming closer, so you don't want to be as risky. You don't want to risk it for the biscuit as much, because the biscuit's building. The biscuit's in the bacon, or the biscuit's in the oven. She's half baked. All right.
The fuck are you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying, like, the difference, like when you're like 19, you're putting the flour together for the biscuit. But when you're like 40, that biscuit's bacon. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to risk the biscuit
turned to bacon.
Well, no, it's bacon, like physically baking in the oven. Yeah, you know what I mean? You feel me? Right. So when you're younger, you can be more risky because you have more time. When you're older, however, you don't want to be as risky with it. So what this target date fund does is that it basically, I don't want to say switches, but the fund will allocate based on the timeline. So if you choose 2060, it'll be considerably more risky now. But when we get to like 2050, 2055, you'll be chilling. Instead of being more risky, it'll be risk off. So I think that's important as well to understand. So I'm a huge fan of target date funds, especially if you don't want to worry about it. You don't want to mess with it. I think that target date funds, you can't go wrong with a target date fund. Oh, you can't go wrong with a target date fund. Yeah. Okay.
All right. It doesn't rhyme or anything.
Yeah, it does. You can't go wrong with a target date fund.
What words in there rhyme?
Bro, just say it out loud. You can't go wrong
with a target date fund.
Oh shit!
Are you trying? I don't know if you're like trying to start something. It's not hitting for me, man.
It's not. Come on. You can't
go wrong with a target date fund.
You can't go wrong with a target date fund.
It sounds like for a great low rate, you can get online, go to the general, save some time.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, except one's like a famous commercial, one's dumb.
Don't worry. Wait till. Whoa! Hey! Jesus Christopher. Listen, one day it'll be on a commercial. I'll be sitting there. Can't go wrong with a target date fund. Open a Roth IRA today or be mugged.
Eliminated. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that we touched pretty well on the target date funds. So as I was saying, so listen, if you're like Dano and I, and you're like 23 to 27, and you know you got expenses, but you don't have kids or nothing, and you know you just kind of live in, you know, so your biggest expenses are, you know, gas, rent, utilities, stuff like that. Then what I would suggest doing is keeping 6 to 8 months worth of expenses inside your savings account, and then take 20% of, you know, your monthly what's what I'm looking for? Your monthly extra cash, and put that into a Roth. So treat it like a bill, you know? So if you got like $1,000 saved up at, you know, you got $1,000, or what do most people have? Like $2,000 after the end of the month saved
what do
up.
most normal people have in their bank accounts? Probably fucking nothing.
Well, I'm just saying that, like, you know, if it, like, instead
as a
of
recent poor person, dude, it wasn't fucking good out there, man.
Bro, I used to, okay, hang on a minute. I used to keep my expenses to $600 a month.
Dude, I lived in Alabama. $600 a month would have you fucking living like Jesus, not on a carpenter salary.
$600 was me eating clam chowder twice a day.
Dude, you were like
buying this
fucking 17. Who cares?
What?
You live with your mom. Your mom's like, hey, your mom was probably like, hey, honey, we're having country fried chicken tonight with mashed potatoes and green beans. Like, no, Mom, I gotta eat this clam chowder so I can prove to myself that I'll never be a traitor. I knew exactly.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
I know you're fucking type, dude. You're a wannabe.
Oh, I'm gonna kick your ass. Listen, all right. When I went away to school, all right, I wouldn't let my roommates turn the heat.
To school. Oh my god, you could have lived at your parents' house and fuck
off.
And then,
for the experience.
Then you had your fucking the pandemic. Like, oh, you had to graduate online classes for someone you were already like paying someone to go. You're pathetic, dude. This is sad.
I'm gonna take a flight and kick your ass. Listen, all right, I wouldn't let my roommates turn the heat past 62. Okay, we were grinders, brother.
It sounds like you're just a shitty roommate.
No, they liked it. Trust me. They don't listen to the pod, but trust me, they liked it.
Yeah, they probably don't fucking listen to anything you do anymore. Like fucking, no, they liked it. God.
Dude, we used to work out, and I used to have them work out in the morning too. I don't do that no more. But
what the fuck are you, a boot camp instructor or a roommate? You sound like a jerk off.
No, bro, it was fun. It was really fun. We had a great time. But anyway, all right, keep your expenses low and contribute to your Roth. All right. What haven't hit on? Oh, going back to the contribution limit, the income limits. So one of the, you know, as we just talked about, is that let's just say that, you know, you're a big baller and you make $250,000 a year.
Facts.
You're not married, so you're way over the income limit.
Fuck.
Yeah. And you listen to this and you're like, you know, you hear me say the income limit and you get all sad. And you're like, Hugh, I want to contribute to my Roth. I'm here for you, brother.
Sucks.
I'm gonna take you into my arms and I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna walk you through this path of contributing to your Roth IRA. There's this beautiful, beautiful thing called the backdoor.
And once a month,
and so with the backdoor, This is a way to legally, actually, let me emphasize this. This is legal. Okay. I always get so much hate for this. Like y'all think I be breaking laws.
I hate
like
doing legal shit. Honestly.
Yeah, nah, me too, honestly. I'll just be like,
I'm trying to break some rules. Yeah,
I'm trying to break some rules too, you heard? Trying to say what's up, you know what I mean? So anyway, there's this thing called the Backdoor Conversion, and it's 100% legal. Okay. So honestly, I might just block you if you comment that underneath the post this week. I might just block you because I hate that. Y'all be making me think that like I be doing shit wrong or something, and I know my Roths. So with the backdoor Roth conversion, what you can do is that you can actually contribute to your traditional IRA, and then you convert it over. Now, the one thing is that and this is why I say that it's so important to start early, is that when you contribute to your Roth IRA and you convert it over, you got to pay the taxes on the traditional, because again, you're contributing to your traditional.
I hate taxes.
That's why you need to start early, so that when it gets to this point, you can contribute as much as possible and keep as much. But so once you contribute to your Roth, to your traditional, you can then convert it to your Roth. Okay. And then, you just do that every year. Now, the one thing is that I wouldn't suggest, I don't even know if you can do this because I've never done it, but it just hit me that, maybe some people want to do it like on a monthly basis, like the contribution. What I usually do is that I just take the lump sum of the 6, move it to the traditional, and then move it over to the Roth IRA. That's the way that I do it. And so that's the way that you can get around it.
What's your most exciting memory, including a Roth IRA?
Oh, I nailed like a really nice. Okay. So I get a little, I have 2 Roth IRAs, and I get a little risky business with the one, where I'm trying to build that bitch, you know what I'm saying? And so
I think I've gotten laid more times off of World of Warcraft than you have off of a Roth IRA.
Well, that's because I'm celibate, you know? But I'm telling you, every time I'm like, yo, what's up, girl? Like, I got 2 Roth IRAs. She's like, shit.
They probably,
I'm like, yeah,
they probably think that's your kid's name. You should name your kid Roth. That'd be fucking hilarious. Yeah. At least the middle name. Or like Ira, if it's a girl. Ira Roth Henne.
Ira Roth Henne.
Yeah.
Ira. Wait, I'm going to tweet that out.
Fuck. Damn it. No. If your last name was an A, you could make her initials IRA.
Oh my God. That would be, I'm going to have to change it. Henne.
Oh my God. No, your last name is an H, so you can make it Roth. You can make her initials Roth.
Oh my God.
You just got to do the Alabama double style name. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like Mary Catherine. Yeah. So it'd be like Roosevelt, Ophelia, Turner, Hennessy. Roosevelt, Ophelia, Turner, Hennessy.
Dude, could you? Oh my God. I have to now. I feel like for the legacy. Legacy, baby.
They don't even open one.
Oh, no, they will. Trust me. Okay, so, and then the last thing that I want to talk about is just to give a gauge, because, and the withdrawal exceptions, because that's a big one that we got to go through. But one of the things I want to start with is, so I'm on bankrate.com and I'm on retirement calculators, Roth IRA plan retirement. Okay. So my current age is 23. All right. Let's just say the starting balance is, let's just put $6,000. Okay. The annual contribution we'll put as $6,000.
And you obviously put that Y equals MX plus B.
Or even we could honestly.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
All right, we'll do 4,000. My age of retirement is 65, and my expected rate of return, because I'm a baller, will be 10%. And my marginal tax rate, oh God,
There's no
I'm just
giveaway
gonna
or
put
anything
20.
for those that are still
No, I'm
listening.
just gonna put
y'all are just fucking.
25.
Y'all are literally just listening to listen at this point. I promise. There's nothing at the end y'all are waiting for.
No, the withdrawal exceptions. That's the biggest piece to this. Are we serious?
Your roommate.
That's literally the biggest fucking piece to this.
Shit.
Because one of the biggest fucking things is that I get all these fucking comments about, well, I can't fucking do it until 60. I can't pull my money out.
Yeah, dude.
I can't pull my money out until I'm
and
60.
they're fucking right.
Blah,
Unless
blah.
they get a fucking
No,
house
they're not
or
right.
they have student loans.
Don't ruin it.
Okay, my bad. Spoiler alert.
It's a surprise.
Yeah. Hey, if you have other boring shit to do,
Dougie.
you can take money out of your boring bullshit to do it.
Yeah, we gotta have Dougie Bonaparte on again. I just
Doug
tweeted
Boner
the
Pants.
IRA Roth Henne. First comment, Dougie Bonaparte, backdoor question mark.
He has daughters, dude. That's so gross.
He's a financial advisor, you fuck. All right, so back to what the fuck I was talking about. All right, now, by the time that I'm 65, the Roth will be at 2.6 million. Okay, so let me just say that again. I contribute $6,000. That's $6,000 my starting balance. My annual contribution is $4,000. My age is 23. I retire at 65. My expected rate of return is 10%. That's not ridiculous. I feel like for most people, I feel like you can.
Yeah,
you
you
can
could
do
have just
that.
been in fucking SPY for the past 6 years.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, you do more than that. Yeah, and so the Roth IRA would be at 2.6 million. Now, if that was now my taxable savings, 1.2 million. That's fucking berserk. Why are you not excited about this?
I don't know, dude. Roth IRAs and retirement funds just really don't get me all turned up.
So fucked.
Like a good fast food review will.
Yeah. Your fast food reviews, my Roth IRA.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, you should start a fast food podcast. I'm like, honestly, maybe.
So, and then the last thing that Dan tried to spoil. All right, I was really trying to save it.
Yeah, it's not just a retirement fund; it's an all things boring account.
So fucked. You know how much I like this shit. And so can we get a drum roll, please?
Oh wait.
Oh yes. Drum roll, please. You can't hear shit. If you're watching on YouTube, this is funny.
Yeah, bongo drums.
Okay. So the Roth IRA, a lot of the big hate that I get for saying how much I love it is, about, that you can't take it out till, 59 and a half and all this shitty shit and all this shit. And that, what if you need the money, blah, blah. Now, the worst case scenario is that you pay a 10% penalty and you pay taxes on it. Now, that's not ideal, obviously, but the point of this account is for retirement. Don't get me wrong. It's for retirement. But in some certain situations, they'll allow you to withdraw and you won't have to pay the early withdrawal penalty. Now, those times are, I'm just going to read it from the balance. Medical expenses, health insurance, disabilities. If you've inherited the IRA, 72T payments. Actually, I don't even know what that is, honestly. I'm going to have to look that up later. Qualified higher education expenses. So, your college, PhD, etc. First-time home purchases and qualified reservist distributions. Now, the two that jump out to me for most people are the qualified higher education expenses and the first-time home purchase. So no, Dan and I can't go taking out my Roth and spending it in Vegas for fun.
My mom paid a lot of money for me to go to college for me not to graduate, so I don't have to worry about that.
But
sorry, Mom.
But that being said, the important thing, the bigger important milestones in life, you get sick, medical expenses. Not that that's a milestone. That I used the word wrong.
Break your wrist.
Yeah, break your wrist. Yeah. First time home purchase, you want to go get another education or a higher education. You can take out of your Roth IRA. So I think that's pretty much it. I think we covered it all.
Holy shit. It's been like
I know I'm going to get off of here.
Yeah,
I
if
know
you
I'm
get
gonna
off of here and you're like, oh my God, I forgot to record, death would be upon us. Yeah, you guys are lucky. I am not great at closing, or there would be no podcast this morning because I would be laid up with a totally fine 6.
Yeah, did you use the Roth IRA thing?
To bring a girl home?
Yeah, you want to go home and see my Roth?
Yeah, I think that's why I went home alone, actually.
I'd say that's going to be like my whole personality is going to be a Roth IRA from now on. Want to go home and see my Roth?
Yeah, no, my new thing is, no, I have 2 bedrooms. You can come stay at my place, but this is the other bedroom. There's no couch or bed in here. Got him.
So
all right,
fun.
1 sec. I have to do my rise and grind. Uh-oh. Fucking long as shit. Okay, guys.
All right, boys. This was fun. Dan probably won't let me record another Roth episode.
Dude, we don't have to record for like 6 days now. We just recorded back to back.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Oh my God. Anyways, I'm about to go back to sleep. Probably puke.
I'm gonna go plane driving.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, good luck, dude.
See you, bro.
If it doesn't work out and anyone else wants to record, be a co-host or whatever, let us know. All right. Peace, y'all. Love y'all.
fucked.
Bye.
Pennies Going in Raw is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.